Boys and girls, welcome to Christmas Around the World. Your first stop is Italy. Welcome to Italy. Christmas in Italy. Where is Italy? Italy is a country in Europe. It is shaped like a boot. It has a lot of coastline on the Mediterranean Sea. Buon Natale. Buon Natale means Merry Christmas in Italian. Christmas is a very special holiday for Italians. However, there are many special days throughout December and January that mark this special time of the year. One example is on December 6th. It's called the Festival of St. Nicholas, for the patron saint of shepherds. Decorations. At Christmas time, most Italians now decorate an evergreen tree in their homes. However, one decoration that almost no Italian home is without is the presepio. That is Italian for crib or manger, and has hand-carved figurines that represent the nativity scene, just like we might have here in America. These are sometimes set up on a triangular frame called cepos. Traditions. On Christmas, the Italians don't do their main gift exchange. However, they do draw gifts from the urn of fate, an urn or bowl that contains a small gift for each family member. It isn't until January 6th, or what they call Epiphany, that Italian children get a very special visitor that brings them gifts. La Befana. It isn't Santa that brings Italian children their gifts, but a visitor called La Befana. La Befana was asked by the three wise men for directions while they asked her to join them, but she refused to visit the baby Jesus. Later, she regretted this and she tried to find him. She never did find him, the legend says, and that she visits on January 6th of Epiphany, she goes out to search for him. She leaves gifts for all the good children and coal for the bad ones. La Befana. Sometimes La Befana is depicted or represented as a witch on a broom. Sometimes she is a fairy princess. No matter what she looks like, Italian children eagerly await her arrival. They hang stockings for her to drop gifts in. But unlike Santa, children do not write letters to La Befana. Traditions. Instead of writing letters to La Befana, children write letters to their parents. They tell them how much they love them and they explain how they will be good in the upcoming year. Then they put this envelope under their father's plate and he reads them after Christmas Eve dinner has been finished. Maybe that's something you could do this Christmas Eve. Food. Food is always a big deal in Italy, and Christmas is no exception. Italians fast, that means they do not eat, for 24 hours before their Christmas Eve feast. This meal does not include any meat except for fish or seafood. On Christmas Day, their feast includes items like spaghetti, lasagna, roast beef, cheese, fruit, and of course, lots of sweet desserts. The sweets that they eat, like desserts. Sweets are very popular at the Christmas feast in Italy. Torroni is very popular and is usually made with honey, chocolate, or pistachios. Panettone is an Italian Christmas cake that has candied fruits and raisins. And another sweet treat is Pandoro. Pandoro is another popular Christmas cake that originated in Verona, Italy. So there's your pictures down there of those yummy sweet treats. What traditions from Italy are similar to traditions to the things we do in our country? Well, one thing I can think of is we have a big Christmas feast too. We eat different foods, but we have a big Christmas feast as well. And we have lots of sweet treats around Christmas time. Lots of Christmas cookies, pies, fudge, candies, all kinds of sweets. That's something that's the same. What traditions from Italy are different from what we do in our country? Well, we don't have La Befana, and we don't have a fairy that brings us gifts. Santa's the one that brings us gifts. We don't usually write letters to our parents, we write them to Santa. But that's something neat that you could do as well. You can write your letter to Santa, then you could write a letter to your mom or dad or whoever takes care of you, telling them thank you for all they do for you and that you'll make good choices and how much you love them. That would be really neat, and I think they would love that. What was your favorite tradition that you learned from Italy? I really like that they write letters to their parents. I think that's really neat. That was my favorite thing that I learned. And boys and girls, I want to tell you something really neat. Did you know that Miss Norad has actually been to Italy? I have. I didn't go at Christmas time. I went in the summer, but I've been to Italy and it's a really neat country. And if you ever get the chance to go, you should. It's very cool. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed learning about Italy. Let's get back on our plane and fly to our next country.